All right, what's going on, everyone? Gabriel here with Call RC, coming back to you with another video. In this video, we're going to take a look at the updated status of my FCX18. All right, we're looking at the LC80, and I just flipped it over. Love that. So this is the current status right here. I'm going to go ahead and place it up here. That way you can take a look. All right, so one of the biggest things that we've done since the last time you've seen it is we converted it to straight axle. No more portals on here. We did use the MEUS straight axle conversion kit, which does also give it a fair bit amount of turn angle. Pretty cool. Obviously not as much as the isokinetics that you can get for this as well, but this was a cheaper option. So no more high clearance underneath those axles. That pumpkin or that diff is sitting relatively low to the ground now. So we're gonna have to be a little bit more meticulous whenever we're going over any obstacles. We did also switch to an RC4WD drive Mickey Thompson Baja MTZ tire to give it a little bit more of a scale look. These are a lot narrower than the Super Swamper tires I had. They're not really Super Swampers. They're Injora rock crawler tires, but they're modeled after a Super Swamper. These are a lot more narrow than that. And I went with the LGRP wheels as well. These are in just a chrome color or finish, which I thought went really well with the side strap right there at the bottom of the body. So just kind of to finish it off, let me know if you like these wheels over the Trio Beadlocks, like the stamped steel style ones I had earlier or in the last video. I kind of like the way this looks. Gives it more of a stock look, but this is the current status. Haven't really done anything else. Oh, well, I mentioned it in the last video. I don't feel like taking off the body, but I don't know if you can see it in there. You see a little R right there. So that is the Injora Roverin brushless motor. It's a 180 size motor. And then the ESC I have sitting just right here. There's a little bit of slop in the gears, but I'm pretty sure it had a little bit of slop out of the box as well. So I'm not too concerned with it. Still drives pretty well. I'm actually really excited. The stance is perfect. The conversion kit, it's a relatively simple install. Obviously, you just remove the portal portions of the axle and just replace it with the non-portal ones or the straight axle ones. It's really sunny out here, and I forgot my hat today, so I've been feeling off. I never don't have a hat on. We're gonna set it right there. The whole conversion kit is brass, which is really cool because it has adds a lot of unsprung low weight to your vehicle, which is going to keep it a little bit more planted. So we got it powered on. I'm still trying to figure out a way to get all the lights hooked up. I'm probably going to have to rewire them in order to fit into the current receiver that I'm using. Stay tuned for that, because I've never done that before, and I'm curious myself to see if I can actually do it. So we're gonna try and take it up this line right here. Doesn't seem too bad. Very nice. So we're gonna have to kind of pick our line here pretty carefully because we're coming downhill. And if we don't do it right, we're toppling over. So what I'm gonna do is try and get a little bit higher. Probably not the best spot. All right. Let's come up here. So I could tell just by looking at it that we're not going to be able to go this route because of how angled it is, but maybe we can work our way up here and kind of go up and around. We'll see. Let's try it out. Oh, it's nice. Just as I said that. Oh God. Look at that thing just sticking out. All right, I think it might be a little too dark. Let me kind of adjust. Cool. All right, so at this point, kind of back up just a hair. We need to make it over this vine, just like that. Oh, gosh. Straighten out, straighten out, straighten out. Okay. Now, here is where we're going to run into trouble. You got to kind of make it over that. So, and that thing is full of ants. So, rock is full of ants. Okay. Let's come up. Just kind of power through it. Sick. Okay, nice. We got caught at the last minute. And now my truck is getting full of ants. All right, power through it. So, if you ask me, I do think that if you're looking for scale features, for the FCX18 Lc80. These conversion kit will also work, should also work for the FCX24 K5 Blazer, and I assume it would work for their other portal axle vehicles as well, just because I think for the most part they're the same. Regardless, I think the conversion kit would be a good thing to get, or you could just opt for the isokinetic axles that are gonna give you that 52-degree turning angle. I didn't opt to get that just because I don't really need them, or I don't think the truck needs that turning angle. It's not what this truck is for, I guess you could say. But I do think having straight axles does make it look that much cooler and makes it a little bit funner of an experience to drive. Because like I said, you have to be a lot more technical about where you're putting the truck, where you're placing tires. I think it makes it a lot more fun. This thing on portals was still fun anyways, so if you still wanted the truck in its stock configuration, I don't think you're gonna go wrong at all. It's a great truck. Most of the FMSs are really well built, I should say, right out of the box. The brush motors, the 2-speed transmissions, for whatever reason, they're doing it right. And I don't think you can really go wrong with any of the crawler vehicles in their lineup, whether it be 18 scale or 24 scale. K5 is up for debate. I want to say it's more 18 scale than 24 scale, but it's still called the FCX24. It's a different conversation though. Other than that, my final thoughts for this truck is it's great. It's awesome. The Roverin brushless system, although it did take me a little bit of work to actually get it on, the biggest headache for that was just getting the pinion off of the stock motor. Once I did that, it slid onto the Roverin super easily, but it was kind of at the expense of the brushed 180 motor that came on the truck out of the box. I wasn't really planning on using it again. If you want to have a little bit easier, or a little bit of an easier time, you could just buy an extra pinion. You can get them on Amazon and then just swap out thing. You are going to have to remove the pinion from the motor to get it out of the transmission. Either that, or you can cut a hole big enough to stick the pinion through on the mount or on the transmission itself. So however you want to do it, it's going to be up to you. I cut the hole, that way I could just remove the whole motor with the pinion still attached to it, and it was a little bit easier to get it off at that point. Thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to update you on the LC80 because right now it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty stoked to have this truck, and I'm pretty stoked with what it's capable of right now. So I'm gonna drive it around for about 5 more minutes. If I record any more footage, I will put it after this clip. That way you can enjoy any of the additional crawling footage if you're into that. If not, the video can end right here for you. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Anyone who subscribed to the channel, thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would like for you to consider subscribing if you enjoyed the video, if you made it this far. And make sure you like and drop a comment down below on your thoughts on the conversion kit if you have any experience with it. What else? Yeah, I appreciate it. Have a good one. All right, everyone. So in the beginning of the video, we took the high ground, went up this way and around that way, went down right about there, and that's how we got over there. This time around, I'm gonna try coming down here, making our way through this. This looks like, we can call this the boneyard because it looks like almost like fossils. And then we're gonna make our way up here, kind of traverse the side of this hill. That looks like some kind of burrow right there. Creepy. We're gonna make our way this way, trying to not flip this way, and if we can, we will come up the way we came down initially, and then make our way back around to there. Let's give it a go. All right, so this place would be super easy to get caught on the axles just because of all of the little ridges and stuff that are just randomly sticking up. I would like to come this way. I might have to back up. Nice, okay. Then come this way. See if we can't. Yep, just kind of breeze over that. Now we need to make a sharp left here to make our way that away. Nice. Very good. And then a sharp right to then make our way up here. Try not to fall down this. It's a little narrow, but see if we can't clear that wall. Barely, okay. Nice and easy. Oof, okay. Getting a little bit tilted here, so I'm gonna try and straighten this out. Sweet, okay. Now we'll make our way this way. Another sharp left, and we'll start going up after a quick adjustment. And seems like the best place for it. It's also a good angle. Ooh, come on, tires. There we go, there we go. Nice. Might be getting caught on the steering linkage, of course. Sick. Okay. Made it up. Camera's getting hot, so I guarantee you here in a few minutes it's going to overheat and it'll stop recording. But I'm glad we were able to make it up that.